What's up, everybody? I am Destroyer, your coach at the Emerald City Extreme Speed, and we are in Week 7 of ICP. We're going up against Poke Professor and the Drunken Fist Decidui. Let's have a look at the matchup here. Professor has cool combo there with his first couple Mon, with Meowscarada as well as Petulant. Terra Captains are Bronzong as well as Jolteon there. Some strong Fire Mon as well, obviously, with Ogerpon, as well as one of the best breakers in the game, best special breaker for sure, which is Chi-Yu. Let's have a look at what we're going to try and do this week. We are again skipping our Terapagos and Rillaboom and going straight into Tornadus T. We have Taunt on here, just in case we want to prevent him from being able to set up with something, or potentially like a Bronzong. We can switch into a Bronzong, taunt it to keep it from setting up a Calm Minds or Iron Defenses. Heat Wave away to get rid of that. But in general, just want to use this as a Regenerator pivot, be able to spam Bleak Winds as well as Heat Waves into everything. Everything that's resisting Bleak Wind, mainly I guess the Bronzong, is taking super effective from the Heat Wave. A non-Terrid Jolteon also obviously will be resisting Bleak Winds, but we'll take a good little bit of chip from Heat Wave. Usually we're going to want to get out in a situation versus that Jolteon. We're bringing Raging Bolt. I'm expecting him to have a Terra Fairy Volt Absorb Jolteon, because it completely walls a regular kind of Raging Bolt set, I guess. Generally, Raging Bolt has its Electric and Dragon coverage, and outside of that, it's got pretty much nothing. It's got a couple little moves that can do a little bit of chip there. So I'm kind of banking on that's probably what he's going to do. If he doesn't do that, great. I can kind of spam Dragon moves pretty freely. And once Jolteon is gone, we can spam electric moves pretty easily as well. But if he does go Terra Fairy, we have Heavy Slam. We have no attack investment in this, but even with a timid nature and no attack invest, Heavy Slam is still doing, I think, 60 to 80% to kind of a minimally defensive invested Jolteon. So if we can get some chip on Jolteon, we can potentially surprise it with this Heavy Slam here. Other than that, we just want to be faster than a lot of his other threats. If he's not Scarf on the Chi-Yu or on the Meowscarada, this will be faster than anything that's not also Scarfed on his team. Next up, we're bringing Prim. When you see Chi-Yu, we definitely have to bring our Assault Vest Prim again. Copy paste, I guess, with this Assault Vest. We do have max special defense as well as HP. Should be able to resist, well, we do resist the main stabs on Chi-Yu. And so we should be able to switch into it relatively easily. It can still Ruination us, it can still Psychic us, Wisp us, some things that it can do. But overall, we can switch into this a couple of times at least, and either pivot out with Flip Turn or hit it with a Moonblast or a Psychic Noise. Just have to kind of assess those situations there. Liquid Voice does make Psychic Noise a Water type move this week. We're bringing Fortress. This is our main switch in for Meowscarada. Meowscarada can't do a ton to this. We can kill it with Bug Buzz if it's not already proteined. You'll notice the choice specs and the modest nature on Fortress, which is kind of fun. I ran choice specs Fortress once, one other time before in another league, and somebody used the move Thief on me and stole the specs, so it was kind of unfortunate. I never got to use them. But with the specs in this investment, we can always 2KO, I think, a Petulant. And so kind of what I'm thinking is he's going to want to spin block me with Petulant. So if he sees Fortress, he goes Petulant to spin block. We click Earth Power once, which will do over half to it. And if he stays in, we'll be able to 2KO it as well. So that's kind of the hope with this thing. Bug Buzz will hit like a Bronzong pretty well, which is kind of his main, I guess, resist for ground. Ground overall is fairly spammable into his team, other than the Bronzong. And so that's what this is for. We can also have some pretty decent little chippy Volt switches with these choice specs as well. Next up, we are bringing a Tera Poison Rhyperior. Kind of seems like this could be a really good Mon into the team here. Because I'm expecting that Terra Fairy Jolteon, we will be able to resist Fairy-type Alluring Voices or Terra Blasts, and we will be immune to electric moves with Lightning Rod. We want to get this thing with Stealth Rock out. Earthquake is pretty spammable into the team. He does have the Bronzong, who resists Poison Jab as well as Earthquake, or is immune to both. If we can hit it with a Smackdown, though, it will be taking super effective damage from Earthquake. Lastly, we are bringing a Choice Scarf Grafaiai. Really just needed some speed control here because of a possible Choice Scarf GU. Gunk Shot goes pretty good into his team. He has the Ogerpon as well as the Meowscarada, so Poison is a good offensive type into this team. Knockoff will hit Petrant pretty hard, especially if we do end up going Tera Dark. I kind of expect that we're more likely to use Tera on Rhyperior here. And ultimately, if we get against a Bronzong or a Petrant, it probably is better for us to do a switcheroo and just cripple them with a Choice Scarf rather than trying to kill them. Again, we'll have to kind of assess those situations. So that's who we're bringing, and let's get into this fight. What's up, guys? We're getting into the fight here. Professor just let me know he's Tera Fairy on his Jolteon, which is kind of what I was expecting as sort of a Raging Bolt counter. I think I'm just going to lead with Rhyperior here. Did he bring Hazard Removal? He does have Hitmontop. Yeah, let's do Rhyperior, and I think it probably would benefit us to get it terrestrialized. It'd be nice to get the rocks out. Okay, he leads the Meow. Which is kind of why I wanted to have this be Tera Poison. Other than Meow, nobody really wants to take an Earthquake. I don't know that he wants to stay in here too, so I'm kind of debating, do I go for an Earthquake here, or should I just get out these rocks? I think I'm going to Tera and get out these rocks, though. Should be able to take a hit. Kind of okay for Meow if it does stay in. But knowing I'm Tera Poison, I kind of got to think he goes for like a U-turn here. He does go U-turn, okay. Okay, that could be a Scarf variant. It doesn't look like it's a high enough roll to be a choice band anyways. Okay, it brings out the Hitmontop. Good call, so he is going to likely spin those. I just want to stay in and take the Earthquake damage here. Okay, he goes spin. Hits the Earthquake fairly decently. Let's go for Poison Jab just in case he wants to go into the Meow, because we're unlikely to kill him with a... You know, we're going to go Earthquake. We have a roll, I think, to kill him with Earthquake. Okay, withdraws. Does he go Meow? Okay. Okay, he brings in Ogerpon. Poison Jab should be able to kill Ogerpon from here. So let's just go for a Poison Jab. Withdraws again. Let's go back and Hitmontop as he is trying to intimidate us here. It's a good little chunk. We do expose our stuff there. I think we just go ahead and go for an Earthquake here again. Hitmontop could triple Axle us. We have a roll to kill with a Poison Jab. I think we again just go for Earthquake. It's a little bit safer though. Withdraws. good hit there. Let's just do another one. Oop, it goes Iron Defense. Okay. He could have like a Chesto Resto. I think we just keep Earthquaking here. This thing can like stored power us, I guess, would be kind of the worst thing it would do right now that I can think of. Okay. Doesn't do a ton to us still. So great, we can leave the Clef Key, that's really big. Still at -2. Does he bring in Hitmontop again? Okay, brings out Peach. Let's go ahead and let's get the rocks back out. I think we can take like a Shadow Ball here. I think we can take a Shadow Ball. Let's get the rocks back out. Put a little bit of pressure on him there. He goes for a Parting Shot. So -3 attack now. Okay, brings out Mr. Whiskers. Okay, he probably just pivots into something here, I would imagine. Probably Hitmontop. I think we just go Poison Jab. Expecting a Hitmontop's gonna come in here, and I think hopefully this kills Hitmontop coming in. Maybe I should have gone for the Earthquake. Would have done a little bit more to Hitmontop. Goes Triple Axle, okay. Ooh, only hits us one time, dude, that's really rough. Okay, and I think now I'm just going to go ahead and go into Golden Boy here. Let's save Rhyperior. Rhyperior's debuffed to hell. He's got spikes, okay. Which we don't love. I think he's going to expect us to Rapid Spin here. So let's go ahead and do the Earth Power. Which, if he brings in Peach... Okay, I think this is going to do about half, depending on... Nice, we love that. We love that. We're just going to go for another one here. The Specs Earth Power is pretty free, and to whoever wants to come in. Okay, goes Recover. I don't think he's outpacing us on the Recover, though, so we're just going to keep spamming the Earth Power here. He goes Parting Shot, okay. Who does he go into? Meow? Okay, he brings out Meow. It can sit here and set up some more spikes on us if it wants to. I think I'm going to go into Grafai though. Let's go for it here. Ooh, will a knockoff kill us? He goes U-turn. Ooh, good little chunk there. Oh, crit, that's part of why. Who does he want to bring in? Should be faster than anything he brings in. Brings out Hitmontop, okay. Who probably goes for a spin. I think we have to go for the Gunk Shot to try and prevent him from spinning here. Yeah, let's go for the Gunk. hit. Okay, so the rocks stay up. Okay. Do we have a roll to kill Peach at this range? No, we don't. We're doing like 4% to Peach, so we gotta switch out here. Let's go back into Randy. Get some work going here. Excuse me. Spikes are breaking us down a little. Let's see what he does. He goes for the recover. Makes sense. And I think we just hammer the Earthquake. He still really doesn't have a great Earthquake switch in, other than Meow. So we can just kind of spam EQ at this point. Meow is going to definitely get a little bit chipped down. Okay, he goes for the kill here. Good little chunk on us. Not sure if that did half. He might be a max fizz stuff here. We're just gonna keep hammering Earthquakes here, I think. Don't want to allow Peach to get too healthy here, so I think he can beat us eventually with recover. Okay, no, never mind. He's gonna lose Peach here. Okay, and who does he bring in next? Okay. Should be able to survive a hit from this too, so we just go Poison Jab here. Poison Jab should kill. Goes for the cudgel. Oh, he gets the crit. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, so that's the way. Yeah, alright. We can come in. Why don't we come in with Choice Scarf Littlefoot here? Because we can Dragon Pulse freely for the moment until Jolteon terrestrializes. Can also come in and start spamming gunk shots, but just a little bit risky as far as accuracy goes. I think our safest here is to bring in Littlefoot. We go for a Dragon Pulse. We will show off the Choice Scarf here, or if he wants to switch into anything else, he'll take a good amount of chip from us. So let's just go for the Dragon Pulse. He stays in. We give away the worst Scarf. I have to imagine we see the Jolteon come in now, because I'm just trying to think with Primarina I had for. Okay. I think Prim can survive like a Thunderbolt. I kind of think we go Prim here, because it's not doing a whole lot else for us. Golden Boy is still good for Meow. Yeah, I think we go Prim here. We can call it and Thunderbolt us. If he's not Specs, I think it's doing, looks like 34 to 42 max. Do you see a Tera? We do. These Specs, you can 2KO us here. Just Thunderbolt. Ooh, that was close. Close to potentially being Specs. He could also just be Modest. We're gonna go for a Moonblast, because I think we only get to have one more move here. So let's go Moonblast. Another big chunk there. Special attack falls. Nice, okay. Curious, he's doing like 45 to us there, so I think probably he's just Modest. I'm getting good rolls there. We did have some spike damage, so we just let this thing go down. And then I think we can come in with Raging Bolt afterwards and actually Heavy Slam it and kill it. Yeah, we're just gonna let this thing go down though. That Volt Switch. Okay, so it's not a choice item. since we know it's not Choice Scarf, we should be able to come in here with Grafai and just kill it with a U-turn. He could have Sucker Punch, I guess is the exception to that. Let's see if he does, otherwise this should kill. Excellent, excellent, okay. And now, we just come in, I think, and show off our Raging Bolt tech here, which is the Heavy Slam, which likely kills him. If by chance it does not kill him, that could be a little bit of an issue for us. 66 to 78 if he's not really defensively invested. Yeah, this should definitely kill, unless he's got like a Steel Resist Berry, which would be crazy tech. So let's just go for Heavy Slam. And the Jolteon goes down. So that is good games. We improved to 5-2 in ICP. Next week is last week of regular season. Hope to see you guys then.